Hey, Hebrews 11, verse 1 states, "Now faith is confidence in what we hope, for an assurance about what we do not see." In the beginning, the Bible tells us God created man in his own image. Genesis 1 verse 27 states, "So God created mankind in his own image. In the image of God he created them. Male and female he created them." This profound declaration sets the stage for a timeless debate that transcends the boundaries of faith, science, and philosophy. Today we delve into a captivating journey that questions the very foundation of our existence. Were there humans before Adam and Eve? We will explore the intersection of archaeological discoveries, anthropological studies, and philosophical musings. Together we will scrutinize the controversial Judah position of the biblical creation story with modern scientific evidence, pondering whether humanity's origins are as simple as descending from the first man and woman in Eden. The theory of evolution, first proposed by Charles Darwin in the 19th century, revolutionized our understanding of human origins. By suggesting that humans evolved over millions of years through a process of natural selection. This scientific framework presents a timeline where Homo sapiens emerged approximately 300,000 years ago based on fossil evidence and genetic data. On the other hand, the Genesis account in the Bible describes the creation of Adam and Eve as the first humans placed in the Garden of Eden, without referencing a long evolutionary process. The interaction between these two perspectives is both complex and intellectually stimulating. Evolutionary biology provides substantial evidence through fossil records, such as the discovery of Homo habilis and Homo erectus, which indicate a gradual development of human-like species long before the biblical timeline of Adam and Eve. These findings suggest the existence of pre-Adamite humans, raising questions about their place in the broader narrative of human history. Furthermore, genetic studies have shown that modern humans share a common ancestry with other primates, particularly chimpanzees, our closest living relatives. This genetic linkage supports the theory of a shared evolutionary path diverging from a common ancestor millions of years ago. Such scientific insights challenge a literal interpretation of the Genesis account, prompting scholars and theologians to explore more metaphorical or allegorical readings of the biblical text. While some proponents of theistic evolution attempt to harmonize these views by suggesting that Adam and Eve could be seen as symbolic representatives of early humanity, others argue for distinct interpretations. The biblical narrative of Adam and Eve posits that all humans descend from this primordial pair concept that has shaped religious and cultural beliefs for millennia. However, philosophical exploration opens the door to a myriad of interpretations regarding our true beginnings. From a metaphysical standpoint, the story of Adam and Eve can be seen as a profound allegory, symbolizing the emergence of human consciousness and moral awareness. This perspective suggests that the biblical account, rather than a literal historical record, serves as a narrative to explain the human condition, our capacity for reasoning, and the development of societal norms. Philosophers have long debated the nature of human existence and the origins of our species. Existentialist thinkers such as Jean-Paul Sartre, argue that humans are defined by their actions and choices, implying that our essence is not predetermined by a single ancestral lineage. This view contrasts sharply with the deterministic interpretation of a sole descent from Adam and Eve, highlighting the dynamic and evolving nature of human identity. Moreover, the concept of collective ancestry posits that humanity origins are not confined to a single pair, but are instead rooted in a diverse and interconnected lineage. This idea aligns with the philosophical notion of interconnectedness and the shared human experience, emphasizing the unity and diversity of our species. In the context of religious pluralism, many traditions offer varying accounts of creation and human origins, suggesting that the story of Adam and Eve is one of many narratives that seek to explain the mystery of existence. This multiplicity of stories underscores the richness of human thought and the varied ways in which cultures understand their beginnings. The biblical account of Adam and Eve is often seen as a cornerstone of Judeo-Christian beliefs about human origins. However, modern archaeological and anthropological evidence presents a compelling and sometimes contradictory narrative. The tension between these perspectives invites a deep and nuanced exploration. Archaeological discoveries, such as ancient hominid fossils and artifacts, provide concrete evidence of human existence that predates the timeline suggested by a literal interpretation of the Genesis creation story. For instance, the discovery of the remains of Australopithecus famously known as Lucy, which are over 3 million years old, challenges the idea that humans originated only a few thousand years ago. Anthropology further complicates the picture with the study of human cultures, languages, and societal development. Anthropological research has uncovered sophisticated tools, cave art, and burial sites that indicate the presence of complex human societies long before the era traditionally associated with Adam and Eve. These findings suggest that early humans possessed advanced cognitive abilities and social structures, hinting at a long evolutionary process. Moreover, genetic anthropology reveals that modern humans share a significant portion of the DNA with Neanderthals and other ancient hominids, suggesting interbreeding between different human species. This genetic evidence points to a diverse and interconnected web of human ancestry, contrasting sharply with the singular lineage depicted in the Genesis narrative. The study of ancient human migrations also provides insights that challenge the traditional biblical timeline. For example, evidence shows that humans migrated out of Africa over 60,000 years ago, spreading across the globe and adapting to various environments. This migration pattern is supported by genetic markers and archaeological sites, offering a timeline of human dispersal that extends far beyond the scope of the Adam and Eve story. In light of these findings, the controversy between the biblical account and scientific evidence becomes apparent. The rich and detailed records uncovered by archaeology and anthropology provide a broader understanding of human origins, one that includes a multitude of early human species and complex societal developments. This ongoing conflict between traditional religious narratives and scientific discovery continues to fuel discussions and research, pushing the boundaries of our understanding of where we come from. From recent archaeological discoveries have profoundly expanded our understanding of human origins, unearthing evidence that paints a complex picture of early human life. One such significant finding is the site at Jebel Hau in Morocco, where remains of Homo sapiens dating back approximately 300,000 years were discovered. This site pushes back the timeline of our species' emergence and suggests a much earlier, and more geographically, widespread presence than previously thought. Another groundbreaking discovery is the Denis of a cave in Siberia, which has revealed the existence of the Denins, a previously unknown group of archaic humans. DNA analysis of a finger bone and teeth found in the cave indicates that Denins interbred with both Neanderthals and early modern humans. This genetic exchange is evidenced by Denisovan DNA present in modern populations, particularly among indigenous peoples in Melanesia and Australia, highlighting the intricate web of human ancestry. The archaeological site of Gökli Tepe in Turkey dating back to around 9600 BC has also challenged traditional views on the development of human civilization. This site features massive stone structures and intricate carvings predating the advent of agriculture and settled life. Gökli Tepe suggests that complex social and religious behaviors were present long before the rise of settled agricultural communities, indicating a sophisticated level of organization and symbolic thought in Paleolithic humans. In Africa, the discovery of the Uzel Basin in Kenya has provided insights into early human tool making and trade artifacts found at this site dating back around 320,000 years. Include sophisticated tools made from materials sourced from distant locations. This evidence suggests that early humans engaged in long-distance trade networks reflecting advanced cognitive abilities and social interactions. Further supporting these findings, the recent unearthing of ancient human footprints at White Sands National Park in New Mexico dating back approximately 23,000 years provides concrete evidence of early human presence in North America during the last ice age. These footprints offer a snapshot of daily life, showing adults and children walking along a lake shore, and suggest that humans reached the Americas much earlier than previously believed. In religious contexts, many traditions offer creation stories that provide a framework for understanding human existence. For example, the biblical account of Adam and Eve presents a narrative of divine creation, emphasizing the unique relationship between humanity and the divine. This story has been a cornerstone of Judeo-Christian thought in influencing ethical and moral frameworks for centuries. On the scientific front, evolutionary biology and anthropology provide robust frameworks for understanding human origins. The fossil record, such as the discovery of the 3.2 million-year-old Australopithecus of Farron, is known as Lucy, offers tangible evidence of our evolutionary past. These scientific discoveries are supported by advancements in genetic research, which trace the lineage and migration patterns of early humans, painting a detailed picture of our biological heritage. One striking example of integrating religious and scientific perspectives is seen in the dialogue surrounding the concept of theistic evolution. This view posits that God initiated and guided the evolutionary process, harmonizing the biblical creation narrative with scientific evidence. Prominent scientists, who are also people of faith, like Francis Collins, former director of the National Institutes of Health and leader of the Human Genome Project, advocate for this synthesis. Collins argues that the genetic code is a reflection of divine creativity, bridging the gap between faith and science. Historical evidence from ancient texts also supports the integration of these perspectives. The Sumerian king list, an ancient manuscript from Mesopotamia, records the reigns of kings predating the biblical flood narrative. This document, along with other ancient Eastern texts, provides a broader cultural context for understanding the Genesis account, suggesting that these stories may have drawn from a shared regional mythology. Additionally, the study of ancient religious practices offers insights into the early human psyche and societal development. Archaeological sites like Gökli Tepe, with its sophisticated religious structures dating back to 9600 BC, indicate that spiritual beliefs played a crucial role in the development of early human communities. These findings show that religious practices and beliefs have been integral to human society since their inception, reflecting an intrinsic aspect of human nature. By examining early human history through both religious and scientific lenses, we can appreciate the depth and complexity of our origins. This integrated approach allows for a more comprehensive understanding, acknowledging the contributions of both faith and science in ongoing quest to unravel the mysteries of human existence. Investigating the origins of humanity, particularly the concept of pre-Adamite humans, requires meticulous examination of reliable sources from both scientific and historical perspectives. Trusted sources, grounded in empirical evidence and scholarly rigor, provide the foundation for a comprehensive understanding of this complex subject. As a conclusion, in light of the vast array of discoveries and evidence presented, it is important to remember that faith and belief in God transcend the realm of scientific inquiry and historical findings. While archaeology, anthropology, and genetics provide us with the deeper understanding of our origins and the complexity of human history, they do not diminish the significance of spiritual beliefs. Rather, they can coexist harmoniously, enriching our appreciation of divine. The B tells us in Hebrews 11, verse 1, "Now faith is confidence in what we hope for and assurance about what we do not see." This verse beautifully captures the essence of faith, believing in God's presence and purpose beyond what is visible or scientifically proven. Faith is not contingent upon empirical evidence. It is a profound trust in God's eternal wisdom and love. As we explore the mysteries of our past, we can see God's hand in the intricacies of creation. The psalmist declares in Psalm 139, verse 14, "I praise you because I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Your works are wonderful, I know that full well." This recognition of God's craftsmanship in the formation of humanity invites us to marvel at both the scientific wonders discovered by researchers and the spiritual truths revealed through Scripture. Integrating faith with scientific understanding does not necessitate choosing one over the other. Instead, it invites us to view scientific discoveries as further testimony to God's grandeur. Thank you for watching this video. I hope it has provided valuable insights and sparked thoughtful reflection. If you enjoyed the content, please like, comment, and subscribe to stay updated on future discussions. May God bless us all as we continue to explore His creation with open hearts and